it's not really the time to push lots of ads out there and press releases. So SEO is something that we can definitely audit on and revisit. So things like, do the on-site audit, like our meta titles, descriptions, interlinking the pages, making sure that different pages are connected when there is a relevancy. We can refresh the old content, so it's perfect time to kind of go back to our content creation spirit and make sure that we've got some live content out there that's fresh. Google always picks up on that and prioritizes content that's newer. Repurpose old content. So for example, if you got like a podcast, you can also then transcribe it, make it in a blog post or another way around. There are also tools that can automatically put your written blog post in, let's say, podcasts. So you can also use some of those tools to make sure you don't waste too much time. And fix any issues. So there are multiple sites, like Neil Patel has a site, everyone has a site of their own for SEO checks. And okay, this is my personal favorite, SEO site checkup. It's very detailed. You can download the PDF report. It gives you like full breakdown on every different activity of, let's say, what we need to test. Yeah, so it goes through different elements. So like meta titles, your descriptions as a starting point. So I think yours is looking pretty well. I don't know if you want to capitalize the first word in here, but overall, I think, yeah, it's pretty custom and looks good. You've got some like keyword usage. So I guess you're optimizing for something where your maybe brand name is pretty good, and then there's marketing there and email. Okay, so things like you can improve, it's always like with the red part. So I usually, how I use it, if I'm in a rush, I just go through the red stuff, like red stuff. It's really popping out here. So H2 headings, it says you don't have any H1, but you've got H2. And it's something just to like look into your code of your site to make sure that, you are formatting it correctly. Some CSS stuff, something like developers can look into, but alt attributes is like if you're on a WordPress site, I usually just go to the media and then click on every single image and then update the alt attributes and next and next and next. So as long as you are good with that, then it's done. Yeah, social sharing is something that definitely Google looks into as well. So should be adding that to your site.
Are these just open graph and Twitter box? Are these just open graph and Twitter boxes, or what do you mean by social?
Yeah, so in here it's just really like it checks on if you have got social sharing, any type of like add this or another tool implemented on your site. So if you don't have it, it just kind of gives you a red mark. Then okay, you should have social sharing on your site because Google prioritizes that as well, apparently. HTML size. So in here, I think there's a big difference, like 3 times. So this is something maybe you can look into. Usually just compressing some Java or compressing the images, just basically compressing everything as much as you can will fix this. So you shouldn't be a huge deal. Okay, the redirect is performed, that's good. Oh yeah, this is a big one. So this is the duplicate content area that needs to be done. And I love this tool. Like this is one of the things that I love about this tool because many other tools don't pick this up. So you are like in the know-how. So here it actually really tells you that, okay, this is something that you kind of forgot to do. So it's great. And yeah, overall, as we can see, everything is doing pretty well. So it's like 80 out of 100. So it's awesome.
Oh, wow. Cool. I was, I usually like, I kind of nerd out with these things. So I'll like literally just like, if I get stuck on this, on this one task, I'll just kind of like just try and optimize everything to try and get 100. It can be kind of addictive, but then you can kind of go down different rabbit holes with like technical SEO.
Yeah, I don't think you need to always do like it to 100%. I mean, it depends where you are in your business and what your role is. So if you're not a, let's say, developer, I can imagine that like things like, I don't know, CSS minification or CSS styles might not be exactly your cup of cake. So
yeah, well, I use WordPress and all this stuff is I'm also technical as well, so it's it's pretty easy to fix all these things.
Yeah,
But some
and as
stuff
long
can
as you've
be,
got like Yoast or something like that
yeah,
installed, it helps a lot as well.
yeah.
I love
Cool.
Yoast.
Thank you.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite SEO
Yoast is
plugins.
awesome. Yeah, Yoast is awesome. We taught our new guy that helps out with marketing, like SEO within, like, he just kind of followed Yoast and now he's like pretty familiar with what to do. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, the checklist is awesome.
Maryna, can I ask you some follow-up questions on something you said at the very beginning? You said SEO, you said now is not the time to push ads. Can you dive deeper into why you said that comment?
Yeah, sure. So one of the reasons I believe it's not the best time to push too much ads is because people aren't, well, I guess it also depends on the business, but in most cases, it's not maybe a good idea to spend a whole lot of budget right now because companies actually are cutting down their budget. So lots of, if you're in B2B space, for example, lots of companies are cutting down their budget. So they most probably won't be spending or signing new contracts. I think it doesn't apply to everything. I'm sure there are some kind of, that it doesn't apply to, but majority that's the case. And for B2C, it depends on your business model. So if you're, I don't know, selling soap, then I'm sure you're in demand. But like if you are, I don't know, selling clothes, so I'm not sure like people are really going on shopping right now.
Gotcha. So you're saying as people buy less right now, you should invest in inbound strategies that'll work for now and the long term, as opposed to burning your entire budget to try to sell stuff that won't move off the shelves right away.